Green, celebrity table tennis pro, entertainer, and co-founder of Spin New York. Hello, Mr. Green. It is a pleasure to meet you. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to speak with me.
It's my pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So tell me, who is Wally Green?
Oh man, that's a great question. Wally Green is a pro table tennis player who's done a lot of amazing things in his life, and just likes to have fun and creates atmospheres for everyone else to have fun and enjoy life.
So you like to enjoy life.
Yeah.
On your website, you stated, the sport of table tennis truly saved my life. How so?
Well, I grew up in the projects in Brooklyn, and I had a really hard life. I had a very abusive stepfather, and who told me every single day that I would either be dead or in jail, that my life would amount to nothing. And I got really lucky. I found a sport which I actually didn't like. So I actually hated this sport in school. I never liked this sport. And somehow it found me. Things in our lives, they somehow find us and they take us to different places, and I found this sport, and I was able to travel the entire world, play for the U.S. team, and if it wasn't for the sport, I wouldn't be here.
Wow, it's amazing how you took something that's negative and turned it into a positive thing.
Yes.
Where do you draw your inspiration?
Oh, my inspiration comes from kids like you. It's true. I think the younger ones really inspire me so much. Because of course I used to be a younger one, and I never had anyone to really inspire me. I had everyone shooting me down instead of lifting me up. And now when I see so many young kids going through what I want to go through, I just feel that I need to help them. I need to inspire them. I need to motivate them. I need to push them. And when I see the younger generation doing things like you, like doing this is huge. Those kind of things inspire me to want to motivate and inspire more of the younger generation.
I love how kids like me and my peers inspire you.
Thank you.
I noticed that you created a game nobody knows, the first hip-hop song about table tennis. Can we hear a little bit of it?
Oh my God, are you kidding? That's too funny. Oh man, I don't even know if I remember the words of the song. Wow. So that's why that was a good one. That was a good one. Oh man, I made that song a while back. That was probably, I want to say, I don't remember, 7 years ago. And I wanted to create, I used to do a lot of hip hop, and I wanted to make a song about the sport. And it's really hard to make a song about ping pong. It's like making a song, it's like making a really good hip hop song about school. It's really hard to do. And I don't even know if I remember some of the words of it. Wow, let me see. I can't remember the words. Singing part, and I knew, man, wait, hold on. Wait, something like, got a blue shirt with my name. I can't remember it. I cannot remember the words to that song.
Wow.
If it comes to me during this, I'll have it in the back of my mind. If it comes to me, I will definitely say some of the words.
But guys, even though he can't remember, you guys can still go check it out on
funny.
YouTube. Okay. If you could turn back time and talk to your 8-year-old self, what would you say?
Wow, that's a really, really good question. And I think the most important thing I would say to myself is everything's gonna be okay. I think that's such an important thing to hear from anyone, that it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. I wouldn't necessarily change anything for my younger life, because all those things, whether they're bad or whether they're good, those are the things that make you the person that you are today. But I would definitely tell myself, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. I'll pat myself on the back, give myself a big hug, and yeah, it's gonna be okay.
So if you were to turn back time and talk to your 8-year-old self, you will say a lot of motivational quotes to yourself?
Probably, just the general stuff, don't give up. I know it's so cliche to say the words don't give up, but those are really serious words, never give up. Just keep pursuing whatever it is that you want to pursue. You just keep going, no matter how hard it is. If it's your dream, if it's something that you want to do, you just keep going, you don't stop.
Now this is my big question. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
What is your most notable achievement and why?
Wow, I think the most notable achievement for me comes with doing my diplomacy for world peace in North Korea. That is definitely by far the biggest, because I'm a person that I believe one person can make a change. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's impossible. You can't." No, you can't. It takes one person to plant that seed, right? And when I went to North Korea, if you guys don't know about North Korea, it's definitely one of the most dangerous countries in the world for any Westerner to go to. And I went there alone, with no plan. I didn't know how to do a diplomacy for world peace. How do you do that? I had no idea. Zero. No plan, no idea. But the first step to anything you do in life is taking action. You got to take action. So I said, okay, I have no plan. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I need to get there, right? And I got there, and it manifested itself because I wanted it so badly. I was so passionate about that goal. I was so passionate about making peace with a country that generally is taught to hate us. And I was able to do it, and it was really cool. So that's definitely the biggest thing I've ever done in my life.
That's amazing. Do you like traveling?
Oh, I love traveling. I've pretty much traveled to every major country in the world.
Wow.
And it's usually solo. So I really love it.
And wow, that's just amazing. What is the most important lesson you've learned in life so far?
Oh, it's great. There's so many important lessons, but as it pertains to my life story, one of the most important lessons is if someone offers you help, be sure to take it. So many times we think, oh, we're the strongest, we don't need help. And meanwhile, deep inside, we're hurting, deep inside, we're suffering, and we don't take that help, right? Because we want to feel like we can do it ourselves. But that's probably the most important lesson, is if someone offers you help, you know you need it, please take it.
So basically you're telling everybody that needs help and anybody that needs help to take it, no matter what.
Yeah, if someone offers you, if I didn't, a lot of people tell me, oh man, you were lucky. Because the way I started playing this sport is someone paid for me to go to Germany to learn. That's how I got out of the gangs. That's how I got out of where I grew up, right? And they say, oh, you're lucky because he helped you. And I said, no, I'm not lucky because I had to make a conscious decision to say yes, right? I could have said, no, I don't want your help. I don't need you to help me, right? But I made a decision to accept the help. If I did not accept the help, I wouldn't be here talking to you today. So I always tell people, man, if you need help and they're offering it, don't try to be Superman, right? We all can't be Superman. We all can't do every single thing ourselves. Accept the help, because you never know where it's going to take you.
That's wow, just wow. What is the best piece of advice that you've received so far?
That I received?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a hard one. Oh man, let me see. Wow. I don't know. Man, that's I can't even think. That's tough, because like I said, growing up, I've been all my life I've been shot down, right? Even when I started playing pro, like people would say, oh, you're not good enough, or why are you playing this sport, or you don't belong in this sport, and blah blah blah. So I really can't recollect a piece of advice that someone's given me that I thought was really helpful. Everything for me, it comes from just trial and error. I just go out, I do, I act, I try. If it fails, I try again. If it fails, I figure another way. If it fails, I say, what can I do better? What can I do better? So yeah, that's a hard question for me.
So you didn't let the haters get in your way. You kept going forward and moving.
No, I tell everyone, listen, don't hate the haters. Embrace the haters. See, my thing with the haters, I love the haters. I love them so much. And I'll tell you why I love the haters, right? You know, people who hate on you, they hate on you for a reason, right? If you're doing really bad, they will hate on you. You never get people hating on you when you're doing bad. You get people hating on you when you're doing what? When you're doing well, right? Because they are either jealous or they want to be where you're at and they can't be where you're at. But you know what? Everyone needs a voice. So I do TikTok videos. I'm pretty successful on TikTok. And when I first started this, I had a lot of haters. A lot of people coming in, all these trolls. And I engage with them all the time. And then they realize that no matter how much hate you give me, right, I'm gonna show you love back, right? Let me tell you, the way that my mindset changed in Germany was I was a very hateful kid growing up. I was very hateful. And you know what they did to me? They killed me with kindness. There's something called killing you with kindness. That's a real thing. It's real, right? When it's very hard to want to punch someone in the face when people are saying, hey, I love you, you're the best, you're the coolest, right? And that's what I do. I do the same thing, right? I do the same thing. And that makes haters just be like, you know what? It's not worth hating on this guy, right? Because haters, they get their energy from you being angry at them, right? That's what they want. They want to get you to be angry. They want you upset, because when you're angry and you're upset, that takes away from your what? Takes away from your happiness, right? So I love the haters. I tell them just keep coming, just keep
Love
coming.
ones always.
Yes.
What challenges and obstacles did you have to overcome, if any?
Oh man, a lot. I mean, just growing up, trying to make the right decisions when you have no one to tell you what's right or wrong, right? People say, oh, you know what's right or wrong. That's not necessarily true, right? It depends on where you grow up. It depends on your atmosphere. It depends on what you see, right? If I see something every day that's the same and I think it's right, that's right to me. It might be wrong to you, but it's right to me, right? I might justify something that might be wrong to you, but to me it's right. So, just growing up all through my life, overcoming so many obstacles, staying alive. Staying alive is something general that no one should have to overcome. You shouldn't have to overcome trying to be alive, right? But I had to do that. I had to always look behind my back. I had to always watch where I walk. I had to always, make sure that, I wasn't getting myself into something extremely serious, right? And even when I started playing table tennis, when I first started playing, I was probably the worst pro in the world by far. I was at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom, right? And I was getting destroyed. Every time I would go play, I would get killed by everyone. And people would say, oh, why are you playing this sport? You should play basketball. You should be doing hip hop. What are you playing ping pong? You don't belong here. And I said, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And the more they said I couldn't do it, and the more they said this is not for you, the more I wanted to do it, the more I wanted to prove them wrong. So I mean, obstacles are gonna be throughout your whole life, and they're gonna come in so many different forms, and you just have to get over them. You just have to keep pushing. That's what I do. I keep pushing. I don't give up. And if I fail, the number one most important thing you gotta ask yourself is, what could I have done better? You don't blame anyone. You just ask yourself, what could I have done better?
My main goal for hosting the Spreading the Love vodcast is to inspire and inform the youth about endless possibilities. What advice would you give to me and my peers as we pursue our dreams?
Oh man, there you said it. Endless possibilities. There are endless possibilities in your life. There's so many ways to reach your goal. There's so many ways. I think a lot of times we get focused on one direction. We need to go this way and that's it. And then when this fails, when this fails, we get depressed or we get sad. No, there's so many ways to get to your goal. You don't have to just go one way. Like, for example, a kid might say, hey, I want to be a rapper, right? But he might not have the skill to be a rapper. It doesn't mean that you can't be a producer, right? It doesn't mean that you can't be a musician. It doesn't mean that you can't be a manager. There's so many different ways that could get you to whatever goal it is, and you should explore every single option. And that's my best advice for that.
Thank you so much. Do you have any questions that you would like to ask me?
Yes. So I'm watching some of your YouTube videos, and I saw your transformation from the very beginning one. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So my question to you is, what motivates you and inspires you to keep doing this?
What motivates me and inspires me to keep going and doing more vodcasts is knowing people's true story, because not everything on the internet is true. Not everything you see is true. You want to know their actual full perspective of things. So I like to see basically going inside to see more about what is going on with people, and also spreading the love. Like, you gotta spread the love, no matter what. Spread the love.
I love it. Perfect.
Any more?
I got one more question for you. If you could interview anyone who is not with us today, who would it be and why?
I would want to interview Whitney Houston. I would interview her because she's a singer and I'm a singer, and she has an amazing voice, and I just want to know more about her and her story. So that's why I want to interview her.
Wow, that's great. She was definitely a great person.
Please tell my viewers how they can contact you for corporate bookings and speaking engagements.
The easiest way to contact me is through Instagram DMs. It's Wally Green NYC. I'm all over the internet as Wally Green NYC. And those of you who have TikTok, Wally Green NYC_. That's where I'm most active.
Oh, thank you. To view all of my content, visit IG and go to my link tree to listen to my music and latest vodcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, make sure you like, follow, and share. And make sure you guys keep spreading the love. And peace, guys. Bye.